Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake is presented by Cherokee Grove Casino and made possible by
Orchids is a premier manufacturer of private label tissue towel and napkins. If you've purchased private label tissue towel or napkins, there's a very, very good chance that it came from this facility. We went from being a regional player in our game to being a national distributor now, and we're very, very proud of that fact. The employees here at Orchids are great. They provide us the best resource that we could ask for. We've got a lot of honest, hardworking people that really help us, progress as a company. Being inside the Mid-America Industrial Park is a huge advantage to a company like ours because there's a lot of resources that come with it. There's a lot of collaboration between the companies that reside here in the park. For those younger folks that are interested in a career, Orchids is a great place for them to look at. We provide great benefits, we provide a future, we provide opportunities.
Watched by viewers and members like you.
Coming up on Living Grand on Grand Lake, we'll visit a local hotspot that serves everything from an icy cold beer to a steaming cup of joe, along with their chef-prepared meals. We'll tee off on the championship links at one of Oklahoma's premier golf courses. And we'll meet a Grand Lake physician who took his passion for Grand all the way to the capital. All of this and more coming up next on Living Grand on Grand Lake.
This is Living Grand.
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 And this is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Welcome to Living Grand on Grand Lake. I'm Christy Wallace. The City of Grove continues to grow at a steady pace, with city leaders setting their sights on revitalization and expansion of the town's offerings. The Lakeside City received a huge boost to downtown with the beautiful restoration of a building that dates back more than 100 years and is now home to the 1909. A restaurant featuring chef-prepared meals, a full bar with more than 16 craft beers on tap, fresh baked breads, and a delicious coffee house. The 1909 is a favorite among locals and is attracting customers from all over the four-state area.
So the owner travels quite a bit and he eats at a lot of fine restaurants, and he wanted to bring that to Grove. Now we also wanted to couple it with that you can come in and eat at 1909 wearing shorts. So right off the lake you can come in, or you can come in formal wear.
They like the fact that when they come in here that it doesn't seem like a lake town. It seems like a metropolitan area.
This building was built in 1909, hence the name, but it had gotten in pretty bad shape, and it was really at the point that it was going to have to either be torn down or someone was going to have to put some money into it. So thankfully, Ron had the vision to take this building and make it what it is today. So we've left a lot of the original features. So the steel beams are all original to the building. The floors are original. The brick, a lot of it had been covered up with plaster, so that was all taken off. I think the most important piece of our puzzle is our chef.
I was thinking about what people would like at the lake, something that everybody could associate with, but have a little twist on it as well.
He comes to us with an extensive background. He had a restaurant in Oklahoma City, Gabriella's, at the Skirvin, and he's also had a lot of training in New Mexico under an Italian chef there. So he has a lot of experience, and when he came for his interview, and we did a working interview with Peter, and so he cooked for us, and we just were blown away by the flavors.
The key to the best flavor is having it fresh. So we roast chickens on the rotisserie every day. We make our breads daily, our desserts daily. Because we have a bakery here, we're making a brioche hamburger bun, which is not very typical.
1909 is a gastropub, which, if you aren't familiar with that, it means really good food and really good beer. So we coupled Peter's food with some of the best beer that you can get. So craft beer is an up-and-coming thing. Oklahoma is actually doing really well in that area. So our first 10 taps 9 of them were Oklahoma beers, which is really unique to the area.
And then some house-made sweet and sour. A little bit of local honey. Shake that up. And then we also, one thing that makes it cool is we infuse it with our Stilly Wheat beer. And we'll layer it with a little bit of blueberry. And then top it off with some fresh blueberries. And that's our blueberry beertini.
We weren't sure what the response was going to be to craft beer here in Grove, but it's been awesome. And so we've gone ahead and doubled the number of taps that we have. So we've brought in some new beers that we would love for everyone to come try. We have been welcomed with open arms into Grove, and we've been blown away by the response that we've had. I think people were ready for something different and something really high quality.
The ultimate satisfaction for me is when a customer's happy, when he's felt like he's eaten a great meal and he's enjoyed his experience. That's all that it's about.
This is basically a dream job that I couldn't have even imagined for myself. So the opportunity to be a part of a project that has never been done in Grove before, with just strong personalities and a lot of talent, has just been fantastic. I love seeing the customers every day and interacting with them, so it's been awesome.
Check out their daily chef specials. Stop in for a drink from their full-service bar, or if you need something to start your day, coffee's on starting at 7:30. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Orchids is a premier manufacturer of private label tissue towel and napkins. If you've purchased private label tissue towel or napkins, there's a very, very good chance that it came from this facility. We went from being a regional player in our game to being a national distributor now, and we're very, very proud of that fact. The employees here at Orchids are great. They provide us the best resource that we could ask for. We've got a lot of honest, hardworking people that really help us, progress as a company. Being inside the Mid-American Industrial Park is a huge advantage to a company like ours because there's a lot of resources that come with it. There's a lot of collaboration between the companies that reside here in the park. For those younger folks that are interested in a career, Orchids is a great place for them to look at. We provide great benefits, we provide a future, we provide opportunities.
This week we would like to talk about electrical systems on docks. With the summer season kicking off and the crowds picking up on Grand Lake, there's many things to consider when owning a dock or boating around them. Boaters must be aware that faulty electrical systems on docks can produce currents in the water and cause fatalities and dangerous situations in the water. The Grand River Dam Authority requires that the electrical systems on docks are inspected by a certified electrician. This is to ensure the safety of the dock owners and the boaters in that area. So next time you're out boating, think about the areas that you're in and that the boat docks could have faulty electrical systems. So check the area and be safe. If you are a dock owner, it's a good idea to have your dock inspected on an occasion to make sure that your electrical systems are safe. So keep these in mind and have another safe day on the water.
And now, time for the Living Grand on Grand Lake events page. Check out this year's Wheeling for the Wounded from the 15th to the 17th in Disney, Oklahoma. Help raise money for nonprofit organizations supporting veterans and their families. And enjoy a great weekend that includes a poker run with prizes and open trail riding, plus a whole lot more. Visit the Wheeling for the Wounded website to register or see the schedule of events. Enjoy hanging out on the lake? then the Grand Nautical Market is for you. Make plans and drop by the nautical-themed flea market on Saturday the 16th. Find all sorts of great stuff like boating and fishing equipment, decor, furniture, antiques, gifts, and much more. Admission's free, and there'll be food and refreshments on site. Is artistic expression more for you? Then come see the first annual Paper the Town with Art on Saturday, September 16th in Grove. The Art Festival focuses on the display of original work by artists and performers from the Grand Lake area. Swing by and meet them all. Well, that's it for now from the Living Grand on Grand Lake events page. Welcome back to Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake, presented by Cherokee Grove Casino.
One of the top 5 golf courses in the state of Oklahoma is located on the shores of Grand Lake. The Shangri-La Golf Club and Resort features 27 holes of premier championship golf, including the Championship 9, the Heritage 9, and the Legends 9. Available by land, water, and air, Shangri-La offers a breathtaking golfing experience.
Meanwhile, Steve has fallen several strokes behind Heather as they enjoy quality couple time on Shangri-La's Champions course. Looks like Steve needs the help of a real pro if he's going to have any chance of taking this hole.
Hi, you guys the Southwards? I'm sorry, did I hit your home? No. Hi, I'm Rob Yanovich. I'm the PGA Director of Golf here at Shangri-La. Nice to meet you guys.
I'm Steve Southward. This is my wife, Heather. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, glad you guys are up.
It's a fabulous course. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we've done a lot of work over the last several years to get it to where it is now. So we're really proud of what's come of it.
She is tearing me up out here. Give me a little help on this hole.
Well, I'm not surprised by that, but I can tell you a little bit about this hole. This is our number 9 on our Legends 9. We got 3 9s here at Shangri-La. Champions, Heritage, and Legends. This is the Legends 9. Usually the home hole. This is number 18 a lot of times. It's also the interesting thing about this hole. It's called the Mickey Mantle hole. They used to, for years, Mickey Mantle had a charity golf event, and this was always his favorite hole, and one time he had a double eagle on this hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the history behind the hole. The hole's a great hole. When we rebuilt this hole in 2011, we turned it from a hole that just had water in front of the green, and we created an island green to make it a little bit more interesting. And to make it even more interesting, we added a second green up on top of the hill. So there's 2 greens, so you have an option to play either one. So what we do is whoever has honors on this hole, whoever had the best score on the last hole, gets to pick which hole they play.
All right, where's the best place for me to shoot?
Let's play to the island green today. I would suggest that. It's a lot of fun. And really, if you're not going to go for that green in 2, you can basically hit any shot out there and just get it into play safely, hit your next one up to a playable distance that you like to play into the green, and then play from there and try to get the ball on the green and 2-putt for par, or maybe you can hit it close enough to make a birdie.
Okay, let's tee it up. See if I can get one more up on you.
All right, let's go.
This is for all the bragging rights and to see who will be doing the dishes all next week at the home of Southwards. Oh, nice shot, Heather. But Steve is right there on the fairway with you, and he seems pretty happy with that tee shot.
All right. Well, look at this, pretty close together. 2 good shots, very good. So on this approach shot here, you got 2 options. You're probably about 225 yards out. If you feel a little squirrely and want to go for it and try to hit it, it's an island green out there, so there's a lot of water. So what I would recommend is one thing that I always try to advise golfers to do is to know their distances. Know where you're really good from. So if you do have to lay the ball up, you don't just kind of lay it up there willy-nilly. You have a decision to make right now to get yourself a best position to get it close to the hole your next shot. Now he hit a pretty good shot down there. Okay? He put it right to about 100 yards. You want to get it just a little bit beyond him. And the one thing I would recommend when you're just trying to hit a controlled shot is to really focus on your balance.
Okay.
Trying to play golf from the ground up, from your feet up, rather than people swing a lot of times with their arms, they get really out of balance. If you have a nice solid base and swing from the ground up, your feet are nice and steady, and you hit a lot better shots. You guys both hit really great shots. Now we're prepared now, you set yourself up to finish the hole properly, all right? There's a lot of danger out there, okay? So if you go, yeah, right, there's a lot of water, there's a bunker, there's a rock wall. My advice on this hole always is hit to the center of the green, the fat part of the green, right towards the big tree that's in back of it. So I always tell people, don't worry about where the flag is, get the ball on the green safely and you'll have a good opportunity to make a birdie or a par. Oh, good shot. Good shot. You're gonna like how that ended up.
All right, here we are. Pretty close. Take me in.
This is for all the money, you know.
I think so.
She's a little closer than you. This putt here, what we're trying to do is just going to try to hit it right on the left edge of the hole. It's a pretty flat putt. There's not much up or down on it. Just try to roll it right on the left edge of that hole with good speed, about a foot speed past the hole, and I think you're going to make it.
Thank you. Right here.
Okay, so Steve missed his birdie putt, but he's got to tap in for par. So if you want to beat him, you got to make this putt.
I want to.
Yes. So this putt looks like it's just inside the left edge of the hole, meaning you want to putt that ball just inside the left edge of that hole on that line, and it'll probably fall just a little to the right. So let's see what you got here. Oh, nice. Steve, sorry. That was a great putt, though. You got to say. That was great.
Thank you.
Good job. Well, thanks so much for coming out and playing. You guys gonna play anymore?
Well, promised the kids we'd take them out on the lake. So.
Oh, that's great. That's great. On a hot day like this, that's gonna be real refreshing.
Call today to reserve a tee time. Shangri-La also offers lodging in their beautiful new hotel with several restaurants on property as well. Visit their website at shangrilaok.com for more information. You can also visit our website at rsu.tv. Click on shows and then Living Grand on Grand Lake. You can watch shows from all of our seasons anytime. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Living Grand on Grand Lake.
Grand Lake's newest destination for great fun is located just off the lake in Grove. At Cherokee Casino Grove, you'll experience exceptional food and outstanding service. Stop in to relax with your favorite drink and root for your team on the big screen. Experience live local music on the 1897 stage every weekend. Cherokee Casino Grove on Highway 59 at East 250 Road. It's the most fun you'll have off the water.
In today's world, data security is critical to your business's success. It's your most valuable business asset. As potential threats increase daily, protecting your data is a priority. Northeast Oklahoma Electric Cooperative has created a solution. Core Data Center is a state-of-the-art storage facility with 24/7 monitoring and multi-layered security. You can trust Core Data Center to protect your data so you can keep your business operating no matter what. Visit our website or call 918-256-9470. Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
Welcome back to Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake, presented by Cherokee Grove Casino.
The beauty and magnificence of Grand Lake has drawn thousands of people to make Grand their home. After spending time at the local hospital as a resident, Dr. Doug Cox fell in love with the area and decided to make Grand Lake his home. The family medicine physician later entered public service as a legislator in the Oklahoma House. Grand Lake's biggest fan has since returned as an emergency room physician at Integris Grove Hospital, caring for thousands of locals and visitors a month, and still finding time to enjoy the lake that he loves.
To be truthful, and I don't tell a lot of my patients this, I really started out to be a veterinarian. I spent 4 years at Oklahoma State at undergraduate school, started out in pre-veterinary medicine. I worked one summer in a hospital in Tulsa, what is now OSU Medical Center. Back then it was Oklahoma Osteopathic Hospital. I worked a summer in physical therapy, just kind of as an orderly, but I realized then that, I really like working with people, helping people. And so I never applied to veterinary school. I applied to medical school and was accepted at the University of Oklahoma. Well, I was really kind of an old-fashioned doctor. Back in the day, we did a little bit of everything. I did obstetrics, delivered about 813 babies. General medicine, family practice, took care of folks from the time I delivered them and got to know them as babies and their mamas and daddies, and also took care of their grandparents even if they reached the age of going into the nursing home. So what we called back then cradle to grave medicine. and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a great ride. After about 18 years, I had the opportunity to become full-time emergency medicine physician, and for the last 18 years, I've practiced strictly emergency medicine. Grew up in the Tulsa area, never lived in a small town in my life, but as part of my medical school training at OU, I did a rural preceptorship here. And I noticed right off the bat that for a small community, the hospital was great. It had the backing of the Baptist healthcare system, which nowadays is known as Integris. And they had the latest and greatest medical equipment. It was a very well-equipped hospital. And you know, what a great place to come and play. When I was in high school and college, my buddies and I used to come up here on weekends and summertime vacations and camp out and fish and water ski. And when I finished my medical training, I thought, now if I can go practice at a place that I like to go play and make a good living with a place that has a state-of-the-art hospital, let's try it, and it's been wonderful. I'm a lifelong Oklahoman, very proud of Oklahoma. I want to do all I can to make Oklahoma a better state, and the opportunity for public service came up in the form of running for the state legislature. And I thought it was great to be an Oklahoman, but you know, we're number one at some of the things that aren't too good. I mean, smoking, teenage pregnancy, and we're low in some of the things that I would like to see improved. You know, our education level of our state, the number of people who visit our state. And I thought, you know, there may be an opportunity to make a difference here. And so I ran for the state legislature, won the House of Representatives seat here, and spent 12 years there until term limits. Well, as a physician, and I was the first physician in the Oklahoma legislature in 20 years. And so immediately they put me in charge of all the healthcare related issues, which was fine, but my true passion is education, because I was the first person in my family to graduate from college, or actually attend college and complete it. And that opened so many doors for me that I became passionate about education, want to see every child in Oklahoma get a good public education and have the opportunity to go ahead for college or technical school, whatever they want. And so I was passionate about education. One of the things I noticed, and this ties in with healthcare, is that in Oklahoma, once a young lady turned 18, if she was on Sooner Care, our state Medicaid assistance for low-income Oklahomans, the only way she can continue to have health coverage was to become pregnant. And I thought, we're sending the wrong message here. We have too many young unwed mothers, and so I changed the law to where a young person could continue on their state Medicaid insurance past the age of 18 if they went to a career tech school, college, or university in the state, up until the age of 23. Now, that doesn't sound like a big deal now, but back then, this was 13 years ago. That was long before that was federal law, long before anyone had ever heard of such a thing. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of. Well, I don't know if I deserve it or not. I've worked hard for it, and we certainly enjoy it. It's been a great place to raise kids, and as you can see out here in the water playing, now I'm on the grandkids, and it's just been a great community with a great school system, a great healthcare system, and I think that from a guy who grew up in a big city, I could not be happier living in a smaller community in Oklahoma.
Well, that's all for this edition of Living Grand on Grand Lake. I'm your host, Christy Wallace. Thanks for watching, and join us again next week.
Mid-America Industrial Park's Living Grand on Grand Lake is presented by Cherokee Grove Casino and made possible by
Orchids is a premier manufacturer of private label tissue towel and napkins. If you've purchased private label tissue towel or napkins, there's a very, very good chance that it came from this facility. We went from being a regional player in our game to being a national distributor now, and we're very, very proud of that fact. The employees here at Orchids are great. They provide us the best resource that we could ask for. You know, we've got a lot of honest, hardworking people that really help us, you know, progress as a company. Being inside the Mid-American Industrial Park is a huge advantage to a company like ours because there's a lot of resources that come with it. There's a lot of collaboration between the companies that reside here in the park. For those younger folks that are interested in a career, Orchids is a great place for them to look at. We provide great benefits, we provide a future, we provide opportunities.
Also by...
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
Plus by...
I had the drive to boost my earning power.
I was driven to be more competitive in the job market.
Finishing my degree. That's what drives me.
If you left college without a degree, Reach Higher, Oklahoma's degree completion program, can change your life. You get affordable tuition, flexible class schedules with online options, and a degree from a state university.
I was driven to earn my diploma.
And I did it.
Apply today at reachhigheroklahoma.org. Let your drive drive you.
And by viewers and members like you.